Let us study about the human heart. The human heart is situated between the two lungs on the left side above the diaphragm. The size of the human heart is about the fist of the human. Now, here you can see the diagram of the human heart. We have studied that it is a four-chambered diagram. This heart is just the muscular organ. It has no bones. As it is the muscular organ, the contraction and relaxation of the muscles is possible, and the working of the heart is just because of the relaxation and contraction of the muscles. When it relaxes, the blood enters the parts, and when it contracts, the blood goes out of the heart. Here you can see this is the muscular part, and the upper parts, the upper two chambers, they are called as atrium. The atrium have the thin walled structure, and these are the ventricles. The ventricles are thick walled structure. Between the right and the left part, you can see there is a septum, that is a dividing wall. It divides the right and the left side so that the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood do not mix together. Now here you can see that the blood has to enter the heart because it is the pumping organ. The heart helps in the circulation of the blood throughout the body. For blood to run with the force, the pumping is necessary, and the pumping is given by the heart by its contraction and relaxation movement. Now let us study how does the blood pass through the heart. First, it has to come from the lungs, then it enters the pulmonary veins. From the pulmonary veins into the left atrium, then the left ventricle, then it has to go from the aorta. Aorta is the artery, or the largest artery is the aorta. Now this aorta goes to the body parts. It divides and redivides into the arteries and the capillaries and supply the blood to each cell of the body. When the blood is supplied to the body, it takes the oxygen, it takes the absorbed material, then again it has to pass to the lungs so as to take again oxygen. Then the blood is collected from the vena cava, from the upper body parts. This part is called as superior vena cava, and from the lower body parts, this is the inferior vena cava. It has to come in the right atrium, then in the right ventricle. Again it has to pass through the pulmonary arteries to go back to the lungs for getting the oxygen. Now here, when the blood enters the atriums, left and the right, this part relaxes, that is, it becomes little bigger. Then when it contracts, the blood is thrown into the ventricles. When it is thrown into the ventricles, it has to go to these walls. Again, when the ventricles contract, the blood is thrown upward, but these two parts, they have the walls, and because of the walls, the backflow is not allowed, and hence they cannot go from ventricle to the atrium. Hence from the ventricle, from the right ventricle, it has to go to the pulmonary artery, and from the left ventricle, it has to go to the aorta, and hence backflow is avoided because of the walls. Then the blood has to go to the aorta and the pulmonary artery. Half of the blood is going back to the lungs, and again half of the to the body parts. Hence the blood visits two times in the heart, from the lungs to the heart, from the heart to the body parts, again from the body parts to the heart, and again to the lungs. As it visits twice, it is called as double circulation. So in the human beings, the heart is four-chambered and the circulation is double circulation, because the blood comes two times to the heart for getting the pumping or for getting the force. As it is explained here that the blood comes from the lungs to the heart and to the body, from the body to the heart and to the lungs, but it is not as much as slow as it is explained. At a time the process is taking place. At the same time, the oxygenated blood enters the atrium. At the same time, deoxygenated blood enters the right atrium. Then comes to the ventricles and goes back. So this process takes place simultaneously. It's not one by one. So the flow is in this way. The V is formed again in this way. So it is called as double circulation.